hair as he ran. He was really fast. And that's why at Shawnee Mission East High School. And we come to our final inductee. Former men's and women's track and field coach Dave Krueger. While coaching at UMKC, Dave guided the women's track team to a women's indoor mid-con championship in the 1997 and 99 season. And he also earned mid-con indoor women's coach of the year during that same period. Then in 1999, he coached both the men's and women's outdoor teams to titles in the mid-con outdoor championships, and he was voted mid-con outdoor women's coach of the year. Finally, in 2000, he added the last trophy to his collection by winning the Mid-Con Outdoor Men's Coach of the Year. Presenting Dave tonight is former track student athlete Doug Fredrick. Please give a warm welcome to UMKC, Doug Fredrick. Doug?
If you guys get home tonight, seriously need to check out Coach Krueger's Facebook page because he has a picture of himself running. It's a black and white photo, and it's something else. Knee-high socks. I don't know if this is faux pas or not, but I don't care. I'm going to say one quick thing about Grant, my teammate and roommate, and we were living in a little house on actually it's a pretty big house on the wrong side of Truist. Grant was the quintessential Root. He painted his room. When we got there, it was kind of a mishmash of guys moving in. We got there, and I remember I think his mom was vacuuming or something. And Grant was painting his room royal blue and gold. Every square inch of his room, even the little half bathroom that he used, he painted blue. So Grant was the quintessential Root. It's my honor to introduce my coach, Dave Krueger. As was mentioned, there are many ways to measure success, and there are many ways to measure a man. You can do it objectively through statistics, or you can do it subjectively through the way he treats others, or the things that he invests time and energy into. But when Coach Krueger came to UMKC, he assumed the helm of a brand new track and field program. There was no track and no athletes. So if you can imagine trying to recruit on short notice, I think he had, 3 or 4 months to recruit 30 or 40 athletes. It'd be like, Krueger, I don't know if you guys would have come to UMKC if the coach would have said, guys, you got to come over to my basement. I got this sweet ping pong table. We're going to be having practices there every day, 2 days. Literally, they practiced on sidewalks, and he tried to garner the cooperation of the local high school coaches so he could practice their tracks when the high school kids weren't running on their tracks. So from that primordial beginning, Coach Krueger created a program that placed in the top 3 teams in the conference 12 out of 16 times, 96 through 99. Got the first team championship, was the women indoor in 97. Men were a close second behind a bunch of 25-year-olds from Southern Utah.
It's so true. So true.
No hard feelings. We ended up whooping them pretty good the next several years. But first NCAA national qualifier, he's here tonight, Mac Volker. First All-American, NCAA All-American. The first Olympic team trials participant for the United States Olympic team, which is DeAndre Free in the long jump. And at one point, he was the best freshman in the country, I believe. 107 conference champions from 95 to 99. Over 200 all-conference student athletes from 95 to 99. 18 conference records, 4-time coach of the year. As meet director, in addition to his coaching duties as head coach, he was the meet director for the 98-99 outdoor conference track meet. He brought in the Olympic officials, the guys that were in the 96 Olympics. He brought those guys in to officiate our track meet. If you don't know, he also has one of the most popular how-to videos on YouTube on how to field dress a goose. Yeah, check that out too if you get home. Just go to YouTube and type in field dress a goose or resting a goose or something. He's excelled in just about everything that he's set his hand to. But to have such consistent and sustained success is the true hallmark of a great leader. And beyond the statistics, Coach Krueger helped nurture young men and women as they went through the program. I had scholarship athletes from other D1 universities, as did many of my fellow teammates. But one of the major reasons I came to UMKC was because I knew if anything happened to me, Coach Krueger was going to take care of me. There's no doubt about that in my mind. And that played out to be true. As through the years, I watched him give up his coveted good parking spot to go pick up other kids on his team when their cars would break down all over Kansas City. He'd always get there super early in the morning, so he'd have one of the best parking spots, but he'd give that up and go pick those kids up as their cars broke down. He'd take student athletes to and from the doctor and the hospital when they were far away from their families. To the best of my knowledge, I don't think he bailed anyone out of jail. There's some characters that run through my head, I don't know. But I know that if he did, he would have gone and got them. His recruiting philosophy was recruit good people and then they'll develop into good athletes. And at the time, I thought that was a little silly or simplistic, but I know through trial and error and experience of my own, I've adopted that policy when I hire people. Coach Krueger's fingerprints are on the lives of hundreds of UMKC student athletes. In time, people will forget the statistics, but Coach, we will never forget. For some, you taught lessons that student athletes never would have learned anywhere else. For others, you reinforced lessons that our parents tried to screw into our heads. Things such as life isn't always fair. Treat everyone with respect. I remember this one, fight through adversity. And I think Grant's one of the best one of the best examples of that, fight through adversity. And these are things that have helped me succeed in all other areas of my life. And I know that's true for Sonia and for Grant as well. Fight through adversity. Coach, we're here to honor you tonight, but I also just want to say on behalf of all your student athletes, thank you. I know that behind every good man is a good woman, and it doesn't escape me that Tracy put up with a lot during these years. And Tracy, I want to say thank you to you too. There are many ways to measure a man, but regardless of how you measure Coach Krueger, he's one of the best coaches that UMKC will ever have.